Do re mi, la so la ti do, fa so la ti. Fellas, there comes a time in every creator's life where they have to give up leeching for content, for relying on someone else to do the work for them. Today is that day for this channel. We are taking matters into our own hands, going back in time once again to review a childhood favorite food by many but forgotten by so many more. I'm talking about none other than the packs of mini delicious gold. That is Gripz. Yes, that's right, Gripz. As many of you may know, these little delicious bites of heaven have all but been forgotten and have disappeared off of the face of the earth. But not today. Today we will rank them in order. Today will be the final decision of where these flavors land. And who else better to do that job than a kid who fucking used to eat these all the goddamn time? Shit, I was fed. Oh my god. Boys, today we're going to be judging these Gripz packs by how fast I fucking put the entire pack in my mouth. Alright? That is what this fucking tier list is based on. Nothing else. No flavor. Just how fast I wanted to fit the whole fucking pack in my mouth. You're welcome. If you want to take a look at this for yourself, this is a public, that's right, I said public tier list on tiermaker.com. You can look under Gripz tier list, but real. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the rankings. So if you have never had these before, this is the standard base. This is what kids from my age used to eat all the time. These were the snacks. This little variety pack right here on the right is what you could buy in stores, except for these fucking Cheez-its and the cookie bites. This is what you would usually get. This is what mothers would bring along with orange slices after a soccer or a t-ball game. These things were fucking fire. Now you have your originals. You have the Cheez-its, the little nibblers, the basically cracker shit stains, the cracker dust that they packed into little packages for little prepubescent teens. But then you also have this other flavor, nacho cheese, chips deluxe, fucking cookies. And then what did I find out? They had other flavors, other varieties. You had graham crackers that came later. You had other flavors of graham crackers, cinnamon, chocolate chip. You had rainbow cookies. And that's actually it, actually. There isn't too much more than that, but hey, you get the gist. There's a few flavors. They did pretty well for a pretty short period of time, but they did pretty well for themselves. What can I say? So we'll start off with the original Cheez-its. I won't lie, these things weren't actually any better than really regular Cheez-its. You couldn't actually get the white cheddar flavor in the Gripz. But hey, they definitely were not bad. And they were by no means the worst. They were all reliable. You would always go for them. And there was always extra packs of these ones in the variety pack. So you know there would always be a Cheez-Its left for you. I'll put Cheez-Its as all reliable. They're going into B tier. The first ranking on this tier list, cheez-its Gripz to B tier. All reliable. That's enough. I think that's the perfect ending for these cheez-its Gripz. Next, moving on to the Chips Deluxe, which, let me just say, is fucking weird, because Keebler owns their fucking own cookie company, and their cookies are fire. So why didn't they just, like, name it after that? They have, they own the Troll House cookies. The little trolls, the little cookie fucking masterminds. Oompa Loompa looking asses. But they called them Chips Deluxe. They were little chocolate chip cookies of fucking heaven. And pure sugar. You didn't quite get as many of these in the variety pack. But, oh man. After slamming a fucking Cheez-Its down in 2 fucking goes, your dessert of a cookie pack was waiting there for you. And I actually didn't even chew these. I just sucked on these things. The fucking cookies were irresistible. Cannot be fucking beat. Or can they? Is there one that is better than the Chips Deluxe? You may be thinking, no, I fucking love chocolate chip cookies. If you put these anywhere below B tier, then you're a fucking idiot. And to that I say, go fuck yourself. They're going into C tier, and let me tell you why. While I love the chocolate chip cookies, you wouldn't always look forward to them like the Cheez-It Gripz that you would. So with that, let's move on to the only comparable thing to them. These graham cracker chocolate chip Gripz. I think these are very, very comparable. Based on the fact because they are chocolate chips and they were very similar in texture. But the fucking cinnamon, dude. They added a little cinnamon, a little graham cracker pizzazz into these, and it wasn't just boring old cookies. These go also C tier. They could go below B tier. Nah, they're C tier. They're good. They're good dessert, but they inch out the Chips Deluxe. They inch them out. Just barely. Not by much. Pogo, are you sure? You mean, am I sure? Whoa, you hating on the graham crackers? You don't like chocolate chip graham crackers? You a cookie guy? We got Mr. Dessert in the lobby over here. Someone has a sweet tooth. Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Definitely sure. Great move so far. Next. What they eventually ended up replacing nacho cheese with. In the variety packs, they added the cinnamon graham cracker Gripz. And these ones, they weren't bad, but wouldn't you rather just get a honey-made fucking graham cracker? An actual graham cracker and just munch on that? Bro, hey, who the fuck is knocking on my honey-maids? Honey-maids are fucking fire, and anyone who tells me otherwise can come catch these hands. Fucking insane. Anyone who says honey-maids aren't good, catch these hands. But these were not quite as good as honey-maids in my personal opinion. I was never able to slam these back all in one go. Never 2. Not even 3. 3 was almost unheard of for Fat Reese. That little chubby teenage boy Reese throwing back packs of Gripz. The good old days. But no longer. So I am putting these ones into D tier. They weren't bad. They weren't bad, chat. Don't come suing. Don't come grabbing for my neck. They weren't bad, but they weren't comparable. They weren't comparable to either of these two, and you can't tell me otherwise. Oh, baby, 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 the time has come. The nacho cheese Gripz, the moment we have all been waiting for in this tier list. These things, oh. Chat, I want you to imagine for a second the pizza flavored goldfish. Now imagine a better version of those pizza flavored goldfish. They were out there. They were called nacho cheese Gripz, and they were fucking incredible. And then they took them away from us. These things I could not only swallow in one fucking gulp and get the entire pack down my gullet. I could do three packs. You see, this only says 9. There's only 9 packs in a box. Well, I never was able to find a box of these nacho cheese ones. So the moment we bought the variety pack, the first thing to be scavenged for and fought over between me and my siblings was those fucking nacho cheese ones. Hey, you snooze, you lose. You only get 4 of those. And boy, did they go fucking fast. Let me tell you that. They were gone on the first fucking day. And if you missed, you missed. You weren't home, sucks to be you. Those things are gone in the first day. No matter what, every time. Fucking S tier. Nacho cheese are... Nothing can touch those things. Not even pizza flavored goldfish. Our final flavor. The Rainbow Chips Deluxe. Now I'm going to try to pull it back. I want to pull it back for a second. I had some people, some fans, some obvious dessert sweet tooth fans that are obviously angered. That were angered by the placement of the Chips Deluxe on my tier list. And I can understand that. It's a dessert. All you slightly more chubby kids than I was. Loving that fucking dessert. Ooh, they were better than the nacho cheese. Ooh, the cheez-its were plain. They were bland. The cookies were my savior. And then came along these fucking rainbow cookies. These things were insane. The little fucking collars, the multiple chocolate chips. It felt like you were getting fucking M&Ms in your cookies in a small pack. These things are better than the Chips Deluxe. They are better than the chocolate chip graham crackers. And boy, oh boy, did I look forward to these more than the fucking Cheez-Its. They go A tier. For the simple fact that, hey, I may not have been able to get the Chips Deluxe pack down in one swallow. But hey, I could get the rainbow ones down in one with my try-hard fat ass. And I did. And I did. And I'm proud of that. There you go, boys. The Gripz flavor tier list. It won't change. It cannot change. There is no debate, no discussion. This is the final ranking. What about the variety pack? You want me? Fine. Give it up for the variety pack, everyone. Give it up. Yep. Variety pack. Variety pack lives matter. Yep. Awesome. Fine. Getting one of these at your soccer game, seeing the soccer mom of a century pull up to these, to one of your games, win or lose, you were always in for a good time afterwards. No question about it. Get your Capri Sun, make a mad dash, hoping that you get the nacho cheese ones, but never getting them because you were too fat and slow. For the childhood trauma that this has caused me, and the amount of bullying for being fat, and also making me fat by eating so many of these fucking packs. The variety pack. It's a B+. It's a B+, everyone. How is that? How do we feel? I don't give an actual fuck how you feel. This is the final rankings. Boys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Why the fuck not? You're watching this on YouTube. How is the